Well, this is a special time of year in the European footballing cycle. It's where it all begins again. The lifting of the trophy, the winners' medals. That was all back in May. A mere reminder, a relic of the glory that was and what may be to come, perhaps for one of these. The Tifosi of Lazio have always been known for their extraordinary It's Luis Suarez! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Dembele very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Shoots! It's in! 2 up, 2 easy. How many more to come?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Keeper goes long. Rakitic. And it's Parolo. Just brushed off the ball there. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Rakitic. They are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to come.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Barcelona get it back again. Acerbi. Done very well to intervene. And it's Rafinha. And he's going long. Has a swing at it! Yes! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Barcelona are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Immobile going through. That has sent him sprawling. Lulic fires it in low. Is it in? They've done it! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Ter Stegen reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, every time they've gone through the gears, Peter, they've looked like scoring. So provided they can stay well clear of the handbrake, they ought to be completely out of sight fairly soon.
Barcelona are broadly in. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Philippe Coutinho. Oh, good interception. Parolo. Now it's Immobile. He's Immobile! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Immobile simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Now it's Immobile. There are a few waiting for it. Lulic. Can he finish? They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set.
Shakes the shoots. He's missed. but not by that far.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Attempts to play it through. He's got away. Chance to shoot. Has a pop. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's left his man. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Titi has been caught there. It's a foul. It's Luis Suarez. Could he? Can he put it away? Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Lazio keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Barcelona are clearly looking to kill this.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Lazio are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Well played, he saw that coming. Lulic. Now, can he capitalise? That's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's Coutinho. Dembele. It's Dembele! And that may well be that. That is that. Barcelona have got off to...
Barcelona come into this game having taken all 3 points in their opener. Just what was needed to get the campaign off to the smooth start they wanted. Their boss has been keen to point out in his press conference that they must remain focused, and that focus is something they should be able to keep because the position is clear. Perform now as they did first up, and they would be in the frame for pole position in this group. Blue and burgundy wherever you look, hymns ringing loud and proud. This is what it is to be in the Camp Nou. So, having won on opening day, it's eyes forward on the missions that remain.
Well, Peter, I think they have every reason to go after another 3 points here. They pretty much set their stall out in the first match. So, why back off now? It's not the time to compromise. They have the belief, and they must stick to what they're good at, I feel. Last time around we were saying, start as you mean to go on. So, no deserting instincts, thanks.
As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Matic must get the nod on this one. He offers both protection and creation by way of great athleticism and an intelligence that makes him look completely assured in the busiest of areas.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Forward it goes. Cut out in the nick of time. A little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
And that was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Marcos Rojo. Played into space out wide.
Manchester have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Vidal does well there, alert. Rafinha. Luis Suarez. Bailly. And it's Luis Suarez. Bailly positions himself well and cuts it out. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Barcelona, pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Piqué sends it forward with interest. Coutinho. Now it's Dembele. Vidal. Coutinho goes for goal! Danger averted for now. And it's Lukaku. Looks to thread it through. Rafinha tries to stroke it through. And that's been levered clear. Barcelona get it back again.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Aimed long and direct. Alexis Sanchez. Now it's Sanchez. He's left his man. It's a loose ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And he's away.
Barcelona
merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
Manchester showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Deftly done. And it's hoisted clear. The final whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches. So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Coutinho, he's in, surely! Philippe Coutinho! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Busquets gets into the right position to intercept. Now it's Luis Suarez. Titi doesn't get the pass he's looking for. score! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Fantastic save, Ter Stegen!
Well, it's always worrying that the psyche is affected after a missed penalty.
Now it's Vidal. Now it's
The shot's on! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And that's been levered clear. Titi floats one over.
The whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Suarez probably knew he was off, as his sheepish glance suggests. Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Piqué. Cuts it out. Could try cutting inside here. And he's onside. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Piqué goes looking.
Forward it goes. He's made certain that won't get through.
Oh, it's Dembele. Petit.
The half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football already. It's Luis Suarez! It's broken loose. Trying to get there. Roberto. And that's been one. He's had a shot! He's scored! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Barcelona break the deadlock.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Out towards the flank. He just whacks it away. Played into the middle. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Rakitic tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
And he's going long.
Suarez spreads it towards the left.
Going through.
And it's Luis Suarez.
Jordi Alba. Is it in? Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Piqué to the keeper and go again. Well, to step in there, that was more than necessary. He's found his man. Face to shapes to shoot. They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Bruges are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the... Heads it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well. And time is up. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably... Barcelona emerging for this crucial group game here, the tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that of course is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. The Camp Nou once again decorated in the colours of Barcelona. This is what greets the players every time. The action has already started. Now it's Philippe Coutinho. Deftly done. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Busquets tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. Oh, good interception. Aimed long and direct. Dembele. Now it's Philippe Coutinho. Great ball, and now the shot. Boots it to safety. Knocks it away. Plenty waiting in the middle. Played it again. Gets good distance on it. Plays it over to the other flank. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And he's going long. Plays it out to the wing. He's got options out wide. He's gone for a throw-in. Slid it, he's had a go! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Well, we're already into the second period.
Barcelona need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just...
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. He's looked long this time. Turns and goes back. Dembele. Rakitic. And it's Coutinho. Over to the left. He's found his man. Going through. Can he score? He's done very well to get to that.
Suarez really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
He's made certain that won't get through. Rakitic. No, too much on it.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Roberto goes long. Now it's Philippe Coutinho. Luis Suarez. The shot's on! It's there! Barcelona are back in business!
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that?
And he has been fouled there. Big chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Over to the left. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. Well, here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Hit long and direct. And it's got through. Oh, that probably deserved better.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Gets his head to it! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! and however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Bruges, what looks to be looking to shoot! Barcelona are running out of time to save. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona lose by the odd goal. It could have gone either way, but that is no consolation. So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Blue and burgundy wherever you look, hymns ringing loud and proud. This is what it is to be in the Camp Nou. And already we're underway here. And the weighted pass. Dembele hits it! And he's there to make a great save.
Dembele is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
And he's there to hoof it away. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Coutinho goes short. Luis Suarez opts to play it back. And it's Rakitic. Big chance! Semedo pumps it into the area. Boots it to safety. That's offside. Yes, it is.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
Steered forward. Lucas.
Lazio have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Rakitic going through. Jordi Alba plays it into the box. Looking to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Rakitic sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Aimed long and direct. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lucas has given away a free kick. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. It's broken loose. Coutinho gets it back. Savic. Coutinho. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Rakitic plays it out to the wing. Let's put a stop to that. Busquets with the foul.
And that's going to be a booking.
The whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless.
So there was the first half.
Barcelona ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Can he finish? It's in!
Well, when one or two others were maybe a tad slow at restarting this game, then up steps a big character who was simply switched on and bright, and he sparked another advantage for his team at an important stage. It augurs well.
Just so calm under pressure.
Immobile demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Immobile. Played out to the right. He's got away. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Piqué knocks it away. Sergio Busquets.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier. But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Barcelona are down to 10 men.
Yeah, a callous act that was used to rescue a desperate moment, Peter. They dug a deep hole for themselves there.
Luis Suarez. Philippe Coutinho.
Crunching tackle. Forward it goes.
Barcelona are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Piqué, a definite foul there.
Lazio are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
He's made sure that that won't get through. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Gets it upfield.
Serbi.
He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. He is going into that little black book.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Coutinho is the guilty party there.
They're talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And that will be the final act. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten.
I've been in this position.